Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to Living Your Best Life, ECE through second grade. Thank you for joining me. I'm so glad to see everybody. Hey! Look, before we begin, I'm going to go through our ABCs and I'm going to teach you another way to say hello in Arabic. And it says, Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum, boys and girls. That's our hello in Arabic. Now, I'm going to begin to say our ABCs. I'm going to say them first, and then I'm going to say your turn. Ready?
Y and Z. Now I said my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me?
Your turn, boys and girls. Ready?
Now I tell my ABCs.
Thank you for singing with me. All right. Now, this week we're going to be talking about insects and flowers. Now, the book I'm going to read is called The Tiny Seed. This book is by Eric Carle. What do you think when I say this book is by Eric Carle? Am I talking about the person that wrote the book? Or am I talking about the person that drew the pictures? What do you think? You got it. I'm talking about the person that wrote the book. When I say by Eric Carle, that's the person that wrote the book. The illustrator is the person that drew all the beautiful pictures in the book. Now, as I begin to read, you follow along with me. It is autumn. A strong wind is blowing. It blows flower seeds high in the air and carries them far across the land. One of the seeds is tiny, smaller than any other seeds. Will it be able to keep up with the others? What do you think, boys and girls? Let's find out. And where are they all going? Where do you think they're going, boys and girls? We're about to find out. One of the seeds flies higher than the others. Up, up it goes. It flies too high and the sun's hot rays burn it up. But the tiny seed sails on with the others. Another seed lands on a tall and icy mountain. The ice never melts and the seed cannot grow. The rest of the seeds fly on, but the tiny seed does not go as fast as the others. Now they fly over the ocean. One seed falls into the water and drowns. The other sails on with the wind, but the tiny seed does not go as high as the others. One seed drifts down onto the desert. It is hot and dry, and the seed cannot grow. Now the tiny seed is flying very low, but the wind pushes it on with the others. Finally, the wind stops and the seeds fall gently down on the ground. A bird comes by and eats one seed. The tiny seed is not eaten. It is so small that the bird does not see it. You see the tiny seed? Now it is winter. After their long trip, the seed settles down. They look just as if they are going to sleep in the earth. Snow falls and covers them like a soft white blanket. A hungry mouse that also lives in the ground eats the seed for his lunch. but the tiny seed lies very still and the mouse does not see it. Now it is spring. After a few months, the snow has melted. It is really spring. Birds fly by. The sun shines. Rain falls. The seeds grow so round and full they start to burst open a little. Now they are not seeds anymore. They are plants. First, they send roots down into the earth. Then their little stems and leaves begin to grow up toward the sun and air. There is another plant that grows much faster than the new little plants. It is a big fat weed, and it takes all the sunlight and rain away from one of the small new plants, and that little plant dies. The tiny seed hasn't begun to grow yet. It will be too late. Hurry! But finally, it too starts to grow into a plant. As you can see, they start to grow into plants as the sun and the rain comes down. The warm weather also brings the children out to play. They too have been waiting for the sun in springtime. One child doesn't see the plants as he runs along. Oh! He breaks one. Now it cannot grow anymore. The tiny plant that grew from the tiny seed is growing fast, but its neighbor grows even faster. Before the tiny plant has 3 leaves, the other plant has 7. And look, a bud, and now even a flower. But what is happening? What do you think is happening, boys and girls? First, there are footsteps, then a shadow looms over them. Then a hand reaches down and breaks off the flower. A boy has picked a flower to give to a friend. Now, wasn't that nice? It is summer. Now, the tiny plant from the tiny seed is all alone. It grows on and on. It doesn't stop. The sun shines on it and the rain waters it. It has many leaves. It grows taller and taller. It is taller than the people. It is taller than the trees. It is taller than the houses. And now a flower grows on it. People come from far and near to look at this flower. It is the tallest flower they have ever seen. It is a giant flower. Look at that flower. Isn't it beautiful? All summer long, the birds and bees and butterflies come visiting. They have never seen such a big and beautiful flower. See the birds and the butterflies? They're in the flower. Now it's autumn again. The days grow shorter, the nights grow cooler, and the wind carries yellow and red leaves past the flower. Some petals drop from the giant flower, and they sail along with the bright leaves over the land and down to the ground. The wind blows harder. The flower has lost almost all of its petals. It sways and bends away from the wind, but the wind grows stronger and shakes the flower. Once more the wind shakes the flower, and this time the flower's seed pod opens. Out come many tiny seeds that quickly sail far away on the wind. The end. So, how did you like that story? I thought that was a very interesting story about the life cycle of plants. They go through so many different changes in order to just become a tree, a flower, or a plant. And that is so interesting. But as we were reading, tell me, What causes a plant to grow? Yes, sunlight. What else? Hmm. Huh. Water. Hmm. Yes, very interesting. Without sunlight and water, our plants cannot grow. That is two things that they must have: sunlight and water. And today I'm going to do a booklet with you about the life cycle. And then after that, there is something at home that you can do in order to see the life cycle. And you're going to really enjoy that. I'm going to bring that up in a little bit. But first, let's do our booklet. Let me get our things. Simple. You would need any type of paper, construction paper or paper, whatever you have at home. Crayons, pens, markers, anything like that. Okay? And also, let me not forget, our scissors. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to first take your paper, and I've already bent mine in half. You're going to bend it in half like this. And we're going to take our scissors, and we're going to cut 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Now, on the top, we're going to write the word seed, sprout, plant, and flower. As you can see, I had my own little guide over here that I had did earlier. So, underneath this, the seed, you can just draw a picture of some little seeds. And remember, these little seeds, they get caught up in the wind and they travel so far to become such beautiful trees, plants, different plants and flowers. And then under the word sprout, we're going to draw, let's get the green. I'll use green. You can use whatever color you want, because we're just drawing pictures. So, to say this is my little, I'm going to use brown too, because this is my seed. And it's sprouting. So that's my seed from the ground. It's flowing through the wind. And then let's put a little green under here. And that's where we see where it's sprouting. It's about to burst open. Okay? And right here where it says plant, we're going to fold our foldable back. And we're going to, the seed has burst open. So that means it's getting some roots in there. So we're going to draw some roots under the ground. And there are roots. It's coming up. Now we have a stem and our roots and everything. So now here where it says flower, we're going to draw a beautiful flower. So here's our roots to our flower. Here's our stem. And I like red flowers, but your flower could be any color you want it to be. So, because I like roses. So, and here we go. And there we go. So we have seed, sprout, My seed is sprouting. Plant is becoming a plant. And then it blooms to what? A flower. So that's our life cycle of the plants. How about that? So let's go to our next thing we have. Remember I said I was going to share with you something you can do at home. And behind me here, I have, let's clean up my mess. It's always clean up. So I have here cotton balls. I have a glass. You can use a cup, any type of container that can hold water. But I have a glass. And I have cotton balls. Now these cotton balls, it's not the only thing you can use. You can also use paper towels. So I'm going to show you how when you put a seed in water and it gets sunlight, it begins to sprout, grow roots, and even a stem. And after that, you plant it in dirt, and you can have your plant, a flower, or whatever. So let's put our cotton balls in first. And you can use any beans in the house, pinto beans, lima beans, whatever type of beans you have. So these here actually northern beans. So I just get a few of them, and I'm going to put them in here with my cotton balls. And by the end of summer school, you will be able to see the roots in them, the stem that's growing up, and everything. So we do that. Now I'll take my water, and I'm soaking my cotton balls down. Just soak them down really well. Not a whole lot of water. Just make sure they're good and soaked. Okay? And so, we got that. And you see that? We have our seeds. And you see that? Oh, that's going to be so interesting when it starts sprouting. You're going to really enjoy this, boys and girls. This is something you can do at home. And you're going to really like it. So, I will put this over here. And we're going to always come back to it just to see how the beans are doing and see if they're sprouting, like Miss Collins said. And you know, Miss Collins knows what she's talking about. So here we go. I'll set it there so it can get some light and everything. But that's that. Remember, we always clean up, put our things back where we get them from, so everything can be always neatly and done and put away with. So, boys and girls, I really enjoyed this session. I'm so looking forward to being with you all again. I love you. God bless you. And thank you for joining me. Bye.